we're not going to talk about that. You know, morning brain isn't the best time to be doing creative things. This is the example right here. Hello, welcome to or welcome back to my space of the interwebs. I'm Karudia. I have ADHD brain, so words may get jumbled and pauses may be long, but we'll get there in the end. Today I would like to share my journey thus far in the Hobonichi Cousin. This is my very first Hobonichi Cousin, and we're going to be doing a flip through of January and how I'm using my Hobonichi. This is the cover. As you can tell, it's already getting pretty thick, and I use these clips here to mark which pages I need to turn to every single day. I feel like the way I'm using it now, this girl's gonna get thick. This is only January. I'm worried that the cover won't stay. This is crazy. These are the sleeves that I use for ink blotting, make sure my pages don't bleed onto each other, and sample inks and stuff. This is my vision board here. Some people were asking what the Amazon one was. I'm actually planning on importing some washi that don't yet exist on Amazon as an Amazon merchant. So this is my goal, to become an Amazon merchant and import washis from other countries. This is a chicken farm. This is my goal of upgrading my current chicken farm. And over here we've got cozy journaling, which has already started. I haven't done that until now. And then making lots of monies. Who doesn't want that? Being mindful, exercising more in the warm months, and this is like traditional Japanese food. I would love to try more of that and eat more healthy. So I use these butterfly clips so that I could just, apparently these tabs just weren't enough for my brain, so I had to be able to flip to each thing by just using these clips. It's so much easier for me to navigate through this journal, and it works for me, so that is what I've learned. I'm gonna go ahead and remove this first one so I can show you my 2 pages. This is all the Mercury retrogrades for 2026, and this is the intentions for MoonPhase. I got these from Etsy, and I'll link those down below. As you can see, the imperfection starts to show on this page. Here, my toddler son, I got up for 1 second to get a drink. My toddler son found a marker and he marked on this page, so that's lovely. It took me a while, but I did get over it. I was pretty angry for a while. Over here, I decided to put in a tracker, and as you can tell, I've redone it. Oh my gosh, I don't know how many times I've redone this. I've stressed myself out about it because it just didn't look good enough for me. Sometimes I have this thing where I feel like it has to be perfect, but it doesn't have to be perfect. But it has to look nice to me. So I'm learning. So I'm tracking when I've read, when I've crafted, family games, video games, journal, TV, movie, music, when I'm listening to music, outing, any outing I've taken outside of the house, and date night, and my egg count on my egg farm. And as you can tell, for the month of January, I didn't do a whole lot of reading. However, I did do a whole lot of video gaming. I kept up with my journaling, thankful enough. And I did do a lot of we did a lot of family board games and stuff this month. It was so cozy. I finished 1 book. There was 17 family days. I left the house twice. I know that's not very good. I really need to work on that. And I had 0 dates. That also needs to be worked on. My husband needs to take me out soon. I went ahead and did February. I think I'm just gonna keep cutting this out from another paper and pasting it in here because I like the look of it better, and it's gonna eventually cover up all this nonsense over here. If that bothers you, trust me, it bothers me too. For my monthlies, I decided back in November back in November that I was going to use my monthly pages as a daily gratitude. So this is what I did for November. And then I went ahead and carried that over to January. I did January in gold. I think it looks pretty nice. These stickers and washi's will be listed down below. If you think they're nice, you can get them for yourself. I'm sorry, this was December. This one was January. Okay, so we did November up there. This one was December. I wanted to start pretty early, and then I went ahead and did January in gold as well. Some of these things are repeated, but when you're having a hard day, you gotta take what feels good and just jot it down. These stickers are from Etsy, and I will list those down below. This is from a creator as well that I will list down below, My Dandelion Diaries. I've already set up February here. Okay. Next is the weeklies. Oh, if you like these butterfly clips, I will list those down below as well. So this was December. Okay, so for the weeklies, I didn't want to pressure myself. I know a lot of people like to do the time blocks and put themselves on a schedule, but with my brain, it just doesn't work. It stresses me out. It makes me shut down. It forces me to be unmotivated immediately because I feel obligated to get these things done at a set time. My brain just doesn't work like that. So I decided to go easy on myself. And instead, I made like a dashboard, and what I'm writing down is just the stuff that did happen, the stuff that did get accomplished. So for the top one, it's the events, whatever happened, or maybe appointments or things planned on the schedule. And notes. It looks like gloom was back. I was starting to feel depressed that day. And then meals. I have my meals. Chores that I did end up doing for this. And then here, the activities that I did for that day. And then kind of a summary of how I felt about the day. Lazy Monday. Video games. I did a lot of video games this month. So I pretty much carried this over throughout the entire month of January. Got my Totoro. Do I need to zoom in here? There we go. I kind of did the same thing because this is Coffee Monster and Totoro. I kind of did the same thing on each one. I always had to have my Totoro. This one's more of grays and a green. I've got some more pastels here. My rainbow Totoro. I will list these stickers down below. Here we are. I'm on the 1st. So I carried that all. It's working for me, and I really like just being able to summarize my day and look back and see what I was up to. I've also already set up a February's spread. My birthday is the 2nd, so I put some decorations in there. Here's another sticker from Etsy. I can link below. I thought it was pretty cozy with the Valentine's theme, but also the snow, because there's snow outside in my yard, so in my town. Okay. Turning the page to a new year. It took me a while to figure out how I was going to use this page, but eventually I found something that aligns perfectly with me. I am using this as an advice to myself when any hard times come up. I have always remember, when in doubt or unsure, turn to the page for words of encouragement. So when I'm feeling in doubt or unsure, I sit down and I think, what advice would I give to myself in this moment? And then I write down the date and I give myself some advice to come back to if that cycle were to repeat. So like right here, as you can tell from the beginning, I redid the year at a glance so many times because I thought it had to be perfect. Here's what I wrote there. It says, journaling doesn't have to be aesthetic or even perfect. Mistakes and messiness is a sign of authenticity. Life simply isn't always aesthetic or perfect, so you can't expect your journaling to always be so. Don't think or try so hard, and let your thoughts and words flow effortlessly. Inspiration and creativity always strike at the most perfect times. It can't be forced. I found that was very nice when I'm having, like, if I'm not completely happy with a page, I come back and I read this to myself. This one was during a day I was feeling gloomy and depressy, and I just made that word up, feeling depressed, and I wrote, when the gloom or depression settles in, give yourself grace and forgiveness. Your family isn't judging you as hard as you do. Instead of self-depreciation, focus on acts of kindness for each and every family member on these days. Even if they are super small acts, it lets them know you love and care about them, even on your worst days. Show and express to them your appreciation for little things that they're doing around the house. I found that very helpful. This helped me out of a depression slump in only one day. And this one is basically another version of this where I was feeling some type of way about imperfect pages. I won't read that one. Okay, so going into my dailies, I went ahead and posted a few pictures and wrote a little bit about it, and I actually made some bread. So I wrote, this month was very cozy, very laid back, and I didn't get a lot done this month, and I didn't. It was pretty lazy. So this is a lady with her cocoa or coffee or hot tea. This is, I made my first homemade Irish soda bread. I got better and better after each loaf. I made 3 loaves so far. That was really good. This is us playing a lot of games, family games, and we were sick a lot this month. The kids kept getting sick off and on. I feel like as soon as they were better, they were getting sick again. So I went ahead and put like a sick bear to remind me of that, and of course, my video games. This page is my first page and is my least favorite page. I started out by putting more tasks on the side here, and after a while that just wasn't vibing with me, and you'll see how it changes as I turn the pages. So here I kind of went with a large lettering for the days of the week. I liked that a lot better. This day I ended up using my label maker for Sunday. That I was feeling some sort of way that day. It's an okay kind of day. I like this one because it kind of summarizes what I'm talking about, and just these bolder prints. We're not going to talk about that. You know, morning brain isn't the best time to be doing creative things. This is the example right here. I really like this one as well, especially with my Totoros and the way I separated the writing. I was on one that day. Definitely on one. I was complaining about everything. On this day, I didn't have a lot to say, so I actually put in one of my favorite quotes from one of my favorite movies, I Origins. So my atoms have always known your atoms. My atoms have always loved your atoms. If you know, you know. If you haven't, go watch the movie. I read The Kiss of the Highlander and finished it this day, and I am obsessed. Best one out of the series so far. I still have a couple more books to go. Love the Highlander series. Must own it at some point. Right now I've been checking them out at the library. Pretty much the same vibes here. This one I kind of bordered around and combined the 2 pages into the same theme. For the new moon, I did a new moon ritual page. This one is the seeds I'm planting, what I'm clearing out, how I want today to feel, and these are what I meditated on. And then on Monday I did some scripting. This day was a really bad ADHD day. I was stressed and overwhelmed. So this page became pretty creative and fun. And then on this day, I had an epiphany of something that I would like to create and started working on. I love this washi tape. I will list this down below too. It's like little tarot cards. I hope you can see that. I don't know how well the camera is picking up the silver, the silvery lettering here. I really love my silver marker. This one I outlined in black so you can see the silver better. Oh yeah, I started a new vitamin, or I was excited about a new vitamin that was supposed to help with mood, and it ended up not working, so now I'm on search for another vitamin. It did the opposite. It did not help with mood, it made it worse. On this page I had a lot of blank space, so I went ahead and I put in some of my favorite lyrics from one of my favorite bands, Dream State. So that's like a way you can fill in any empty spaces, kind of summarize things for you, and make things more clean and full. But it's not necessary. This one I had a lot to say. Oh, and I was scheduled for a tooth extraction the next day. Now these ones are my last pages. I had my tooth removed here and I did like a little drawing, and I felt like, well, I gotta do something artsy on this one too, so I used like the Rolling Stone emblem here and wrote in there like that. And these are more artsy, and I kind of like that. I might carry that over into February. This is me starting February. This is just my scrap washi section where all my scraps go to. And this is where I'm marking off if I wrote in my Hobonichi 5-year. And that's pretty much it for my Hobonichi Cousin. Thank you for watching. If you're interested to see how I am using my Hobonichi weeks or my Hobonichi 5-year, don't forget to subscribe and check out my other videos that will be coming out. I'm going to do one video for each of my planners. So if you're interested to see my Hobonichi weeks and how I'm using that, and my 5-year, don't forget to watch those. Thanks for watching. Bye.